Dude in Washington, daughter gets human trafficked. He finds his daughter and finds out that her 19-year-old boyfriend is responsible. So what's this guy do? He knocks this guy over the head with a cinder block, stabs his ass and sticks him in a trunk, drives a car out to the middle of nowhere in the bush and leaves it. And no one found him for a year.
Wow, you don't say.
And I'm just like, man, this guy just messed this guy up. He was off the hook for a year. Obviously, he's probably going to jail now. I think I saw that it was like $1 million bond, which like I get it. But the question was, do we all have the capacity in some way to be murderous should the person we love life be at stake? And Kyle, what was your opinion?
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. If that was me and I had the same skills as Liam Neeson and I could chase down my daughter that got sex trafficked and find out who did it, all of them get to die.
And
they
dead.
I won't even kill them. I'll put them in the trunk and stab them like you did and leave them until they could just die slow.
He's going to leave
Just
that trunk
leave
in
them.
his driveway just so every time he leaves, he's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Take
I'll
your
drive
fight.
by, take a
Blood
look.
slowly pouring
Be
out.
like, as long as I can hear a little thud coming from it, be like, satisfaction.
Kyle
No,
Wick.
100%. I've even like having a kid now. Just I'm sure you can relate. When you first like, because my kid's now 2.5, and she can kind of run around. And when we go to like the ball field, we play beer league softball. But all the other kids, they all group together. They go run around, play. But they kind of start getting a little bit further. And the first couple times, you're like, do I want to be that helicopter? Do I want to be right on their ass while they're doing this, or let them go? And like you see somebody kind of walk closer, you're like, what do I need to do? If they get to this point, what am I willing to do? Even if they might not be doing something wrong, like, do I go talk to them? If they touch their arm, do I throw a rock at them? Like, what do I do here? Like, what? So in the facet of this actually did happen, your child is taken, and you now have to decide what you're gonna do. All bets are off. Like, I'm gonna give up the rest of my life as long as I can get my kid back. Go to jail, it's acceptable. And you're not gonna go to jail and they're gonna be like, oh, what'd you do? Well, I killed a sex trafficking ring and a guy that sold my daughter. They're gonna be like, okay, here's some free noodles. Like, we're not gonna fuck with you. You're a pretty good guy. I'm in for it.
Kyle's been watching these jail shows, and he's been seeing what their currency is just in case this happens. He's ready to go. He already knows what kind of like business he's gonna start. Like, he's already ready.
Smokes and noodles.
Yeah, I've got all the ramen.
Jail.
I got those wrap snacks.
Speaking of jail shows, there's this show on Netflix right now. I think it's called like Jailbirds or something, and I watched like a little bit of it. Yo, these motherfuckers talk through the toilet, and like that's like their Tinder. They like you do this procedure where you like you have to like scoop all the water out of the toilet bowl, and then you can like put like a cup to the toilet, and you can just like talk into it. And as long as someone else has done the same thing, they can hear you through the echo because all the toilets are all on top of each other, so they can hear each other. And so you can talk to the dude that lives above you, and because the women's prison and the men's prison, I guess, are like just like on top of each other. Literally, these chicks are like meeting boyfriends.
That sounds stupid.
Yo, bro, let me hear that ass.
That's literally what it is. That's literally it. And dude, the best part is the sassiest fucking I'm done with you hang up. You just flush the fucking toilet. You just, fuck you. Flush the toilet. They're done. That's you.
See, there's a reason I don't watch TV. That just sounds so stupid.
I like the recaps. Like it's like watching baseball. You don't watch a full game. You watch the recap. You see, okay, these 5 people made hits. Okay, I enjoyed that
the
game.
highlight reels.
Yeah.
Didn't something happen in the NFL?
Hey, Matt,
Yes.
Pretending like we didn't already tell him that too.
No, this is
Just
off
trying
the
to keep
cuff.
things going.
Speaking of jail, Henry Ruggs, poor Henry Ruggs. I don't want to say poor Henry Ruggs because he's actually kind of an asshole. As Kyle was saying, he went to jail, or he's going to be going to jail. Kyle, so you want to give us those details again?
Yeah, so basically on Monday, Henry Ruggs was in a car accident where he was under the influence. He had illegal firearms on him. Apparently going about 156 miles per hour, which how the fuck do you even get to that speed? Where like I don't know where.
Cocaine.
Yeah, you gotta be just dumb. And he hit a lady and her dog and killed her. So he's getting charged with a DUI with ending with a result of death.
Wow.
And the big thing out of this for me is like, you have millions of dollars. There is like, when you bought your car that is capable of going 156, why did you not buy a driver? Like, if you want to go wild, you're 22, you're in the NFL, you can do anything you want at any moment. Why are you also driving? Like,
I feel like there's two kinds of people when it comes to cars, and it's either you want to go fast or you want to get driven, kind of thing, right? And it's either you want to ride the horse or you want to ride the carriage.
And he had his girl in the passenger seat too, so her life has also changed. But yeah, you know, maybe they were on a date, they were golfing, I heard that night. He played for the Las Vegas Raiders in the NFL. Obviously, they released his ass.
Yeah.
That rip, end of that. You know what? I feel the most bad for the woman that died and her family. Obviously, it's not even a hot take. Obviously, that's the person that really lost in this one.
Yeah. So, like, where was he driving? Like, was this like on the outskirts or was it right through town? Or
I assume he was on the highway. I didn't see the exact location.
Yeah.
But that's
insane.
You feel bad that it happened, and like, he clearly 22 millionaire yet again. He's just caught up in I'm untouchable. I've got more than I've ever had. I'm gonna do the same shit I was doing when I was 15, but now I can afford to do it in a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Right?
And it's like, when you have that profile, you can't make bullshit decisions like that. Especially you go golfing and then you're like, let's wild out. Like, no, you just went golfing, old man. Like, calm down.
He's got to try and impress
crazy.
the girl.
Yeah.
Like, that was super boring.
It was tough too, because I saw like so Derek Carr, he's a quarterback for the Raiders. Obviously, you know, the quarterback and receivers have like a strong relationship, and he's just like talking about how like he was literally texting him that night, and he was like, yeah, like talking about his golf swing, just like talking like boys do. And then he wakes up in the morning, finds out that's how the night ended.
Wow.
Like what a shitty way to piss away your career, piss away such an opportunity in your life. And
yeah, that's
will
really
he
crazy, man.
ever be able to bounce back from that? I don't know.
Probably not. Like, that's your life is ruined.
I mean, Michael Vick went to jail for dog fighting, and he came back and was NFL Comeback Player of the Year. So,
I mean, I feel like the difference between killing someone and fighting with your dog is a little bit different, though.
You're right.
People can look past a dog
This
fight.
is the NFL, though. There is many things they can look past.
Yeah, if you're good, you're good.
Like, how fast is your 40? That's what matters in the NFL. So, he might be gone for a long time, and in the NFL, there isn't many guaranteed contracts. I don't know what his was, but I'm assuming he's losing most of his money.
OJ was a football player, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Did he play after?
I mean,
he was too.
I think he was retired when he stabbed a bitch. Allegedly.
Okay. Yeah, allegedly.
But the thing too, at the NFL, the only X factor too is you don't know what they're gonna punish and what they're not. Because on one side, you can beat your woman and come back to the league, and then you can also be Ray Rice and beat your woman and never come back to the league. Or you could also stand up to racial injustice and never come back to the league. Colin Kaepernick, I'm sorry, my friend. That just happens. You don't know what they're gonna punish, but they just do. So,
interesting.
Will he have a second chance?
I just hope that he's able to just be a normal person. Just like kind of take this as, this is the worst thing I could possibly do. Whatever's going to happen to me, I kind of deserve it. And then kind of grow from there and hopefully just be able to get peace with themselves.
The dad who killed his daughter's boyfriend deserves to be in jail, but I understand that. This guy just murdering someone because he was too drunk, he deserves to stay in jail. That's my opinion. He doesn't deserve to be a football player after that.
From what I see, it sounds like max sentence is 15 years, but they're thinking he'll probably get like 3 to 6.
Yeah, and probably, man.
And if that's the case, dude's still going to be in his 20s when he's released. He's got a long life to live.
That's fucked.
So
that's actually fucked up.
Yeah.
You just go out, get drunk, you're a millionaire, murder someone, a couple of years in jail, you're back out. It's like, well, that was fun. That was an experience.
Still in his 20s. Could he still be athletic? He probably would still be capable.
Yeah, all you're going to do is work out when you're in jail.
And like I said, you never know what the NFL is going to do.